My phone screamed with the emergency alert just as I was microwaving all the pizza, my little apartment lighting up red like it was on fire. I'm Jamie, 31, Insurance Call Center. I answer strangers' questions about accidental death all day, but none of those scripts ever mention zombies. Even now, as I fumble the crust, my stupid thumb goes for the dismiss button before I realize the message is different. It's not weather, not Amber Alert, the voice is flat, echoey, robotic. My heartbeat crashes in my ears. Emergency message, unknown pathogen, shelter in place, do not open doors for anyone showing symptoms. I never take this stuff seriously. Half the time I forget to lock my door. There's a laundry basket blocking it anyway, and my apartment always smells like leftover food and damp towels, so if a virus is coming, it's already here. Except my little sister Natalie, she's all I've got, and she's supposed to visit after her shift at the gas station. She's got asthma, and I promised Dad I'd look out for her. But now I'm sweating because I can't remember if I even have her inhaler here as backup. I pace, thumb picking at the old scab on my knee from when I slipped on the broken tile by the fridge last winter. My rent's past due, my last relationship ended because I never showed up for real life, and if you looked at me now, shirtless, socks mismatched, half a pizza slice hanging out of my mouth, you'd think the world had already ended. I get claustrophobic if the windows fog up, but now I can't stop checking the latch. The emergency message repeats, louder. Outside, there's a weird static under the city noise, a kind of wet popping sound I can't place, like knuckles cracking underwater. Then, 3 floors down, I hear someone shouting, a man's voice, and then a slamming door. I can't tell if it's angry or desperate, but it echoes through the pipes, and for a second I smell something sharp and metallic, like pennies soaked in rainwater. I check my phone for texts from Nat. Nothing. The group chat's blown up, everyone spamming WTF is this and fake? But someone just posted a video from 2 blocks away. It's blurry, but you can see a woman staggering down Maple Avenue, arms twisted at her sides, and she's dragging her left foot. Behind her, a man's screaming, begging her to stop, but she doesn't even flinch. There's that same sound, up close this time, wet, popping, almost like bubbles rising in thick syrup. It makes my stomach turn. Suddenly, my phone vibrates. It's Nat. Jamie, I think I'm locked in the store. There's a people outside, making that noise. Are you okay? Should I run? The siren cuts out, and something answers back, much closer, rattling the hallway door handle. My hand freezes, still clutching the greasy pizza slice, as the rattling turns into slow, deliberate thuds. Someone's fist against the door, 3 hits, pause, 3 hits, like a messed up knock-knock joke. I back away, trying not to step on the creaky floorboard that always gives me away, heart thrashing so hard I taste iron. The phone's buzzing again, another message from Nat, this one just her breathing, ragged, like she's trying not to cry. I want to call her, to tell her to hide, but I keep picturing the 2 of us as kids, ducking behind the couch when Dad's voice got mean. My hands shake so much I almost drop the phone. I text back, don't move, stay quiet, cover your mouth. I add a heart, erase it, then just hit send. My chest hurts, and I don't know if it's guilt or fear or my dumb tendency to panic when things get tight. I look around my dumpy apartment for anything to block the door. The only weapon I have is the cheap aluminum baseball bat from when I played softball in college, dented, sticky grip. I wedge a chair under the knob, stack my laundry basket on top, which is stupid but feels like doing something. The pounding stops. There's a hush, then that wet popping noise seeps in through the crack under the door, louder now, almost rhythmic, as if something is breathing through the walls. I can't stop thinking about what the message said. Unknown pathogen. My mind races, something in the air, in water. The news app crashes every time I open it. A police siren wails somewhere distant, warbling, then dies mid-note. Someone down the hall starts sobbing, deep and messy. Every sound feels like it's aimed right at my skull. I catch my reflection in the microwave door, circles under my eyes, messy brown hair, sweat darkening my armpits. I flash back to last Thanksgiving, Natalie laughing at my attempt at mashed potatoes, her inhaler clacking on the table between bites. If she panics, she'll start wheezing. I dig through the junk drawer, praying I still have that spare inhaler, but all I find is an old pack of gum, a keychain, flashlight, and a wallet photo from high school. Me and Nat in matching blue t-shirts, her face smudged with cake. My thumb rubs the edge of the photo so hard it bends. Suddenly, movement in the hall, shadows shift under the door. My breath goes thin. I grab the bat, sliding my back against the fridge, and wait. Something brushes against the door, slow, dragging, then stops. There's a wet hissing sound, almost like laughter, almost like something clearing its throat. The smell gets sharper, like a rusted penny pressed up against my nose. The building's too quiet, even the refrigerator seems to be holding its breath. My phone lights up again, one bar of service flickering. Nat. They're at the windows. Jamie, they're popping their jaws. One's looking at me, its eyes. Jamie, I think it's copying my breathing. I squeeze the bat tighter, thinking about all the times I blew off panic drills at work. If the virus makes them mimic people, if they're listening, I can't risk a single sound. I mouth the words, "I'll get you, Nat, just hold on." Then the lights go out, and my phone screen is the only thing keeping the dark away. My world narrows to the shaky glow of my phone, the blue light making everything outside its reach feel endless and hungry. I tap the screen just to see Nat's last message again, like if I keep reading her words, she'll stay safe by default. My thumb hovers over her name, the photo of us in matching hats at the county fair. I almost call, but the memory of those jaw-popping things copying her breathing yanks me back. In the dark, my apartment is a maze of tripping hazards, junk, mail piles, dirty dishes stacked beside the sink, the too close edge of the coffee table I once split my toe on. Every step is a risk. I shuffle toward the window, careful not to let my socks squeak against the vinyl. Outside, the street's a shadow play. Porch lights flicker, a siren pulses, then gutters out. Someone's moving in the parking lot, too slow, like a puppet with tangled strings. A metallic bang from upstairs snaps my nerves raw. For a second, I just stand there, body rigid, the bat shaking in my fist. It's not a scream, not human. The sound gurgles and doubles back on itself, like someone gargling marbles. Then silence, except for the wet popping that seems to echo from every vent and crack in the walls. I want to scream for Nat, but I bite down hard enough on my lip to taste blood. My phone vibrates again, battery at 12%. Nat. He's in the store. I'm hiding under the counter. He's sniffing like he can smell me. I'm holding my breath. I type back, "Don't move. Stay hidden. I'm coming if I can." I regret it instantly. I don't even know how I'd get to her. I never learned to drive. My old bike is rusting on the balcony, two flats, and the chain always slips. I dig through my old messenger bag for the spare inhaler. Still nothing. Instead, I find a bus pass, expired last winter, and the keychain flashlight from the junk drawer. I switch it on. The weak beam barely slices through the black. My chest tightens. Claustrophobia rolling in. I think about calling Mom, but she's 6 states away, probably already asleep, and she never picks up for numbers she doesn't recognize. My body goes cold as I realize I haven't texted her in a month. Movement again by the door. Not knocking, scraping, nails. I press my back to the wall, breath hitching. The thing outside starts mimicking the metallic click of the flashlight as I turn it off and on, off and on. Each click it copies, perfectly timed, like it's learning, testing me. A sudden low hum rises from the hallway. It's joined by another, then another, harmonizing wrong like voices tuning for a song they don't know. My phone buzzes. Nat again, he's crouched by the candy racks, repeating my name. Not right, not his voice. My hands shake so hard the bat clatters to the floor. I squeeze my knee, feeling the rough scar, willing myself not to freeze. My only options are stay and hope, or open the door and run. My battery blinks red. I whisper, "Hold on, Nat." The humming outside rises and splits. Then the door handle creaks down, slow as a drawn-out breath. The handle lowers, stalling halfway, as if the thing on the other side is savoring the sound. I stand frozen, the cold from the fridge against my back, listening to the humming that's started to form a crude melody. A half-remembered lullaby, maybe, but warped, off-key, as if a dozen voices are learning to be human and failing. I wonder if it's mimicking something it heard from inside my apartment once. When Nat was little, I'd sing to her when she had night terrors, sometimes on the phone, both of us clutching our own blankets, wishing Dad wasn't yelling in the next room. The door shudders. My eyes dart to the chain lock, the only thing keeping the word out. My mouth is so dry, my tongue clicks against my teeth. I try to steady my breath, counting in sevens like the therapist once taught me, but the melody outside gets louder, more voices joining, men, women, a child's thin soprano. Each tries to match the others but can't quite get it right. There's an ache behind my eyes from the tension, but I force myself to scan the room for anything I missed. My gaze lands on the plastic crate of winter gear by the door, a pair of old ice skates, the laces frayed to threads. I picture myself swinging a skate like a weapon. It's ridiculous, but I can't help it. Suddenly, the phone vibrates and I nearly scream. Nat. Jamie, it's repeating my words now. It knows my name. I can't hide anymore. I hear more of them. What do I do? I try to type, but my hands are useless, slippery with sweat. I wipe them on my jeans, feeling the crust of all the pizza sauce on my fingers, and finally tap out, "Stay put, block your ears, don't let it hear you breathe." The humming outside drops away, replaced by that stomach-turning wet popping. Something presses its face against the gap beneath the door. I see movement, skin mottled, pale, something red streaking its jaw. It inhales, loud and purposeful, snuffling like a hunting dog. My heart batters my ribs. I clamp a trembling hand over my mouth. Memories flash, Natalie hiding from Dad, me hiding from Dad, both of us waiting for the storm to pass. I think of my wallet photo tucked in the kitchen drawer, of us as kids at the zoo, grinning with ice cream faces. I don't want Nat to be alone. I don't want to be alone either. My phone buzzes again, low battery, then a final message from Nat. "It's inside. I'm running." A crash in the hallway, heavy footsteps. My door shakes, something pounding, and I know this time the chain might not hold. I squeeze my eyes shut and fumble for the ice skate, my last stupid hope as the melody outside rises, off-key, hungry, and coming for me. The chain snaps with a sound like a gunshot. Cold air blasts in, carrying that sour metallic stench. I grip the skate and swing, but the thing barreling through the door is faster, a blur of jerking limbs and clicking jaws, its eyes blank but hungry. I barely dodge, slamming my shoulder against the fridge. My phone hits the floor and the screen goes black. Hands, cold and slick, fumble for my face. My vision tunnels. The only thing I can think of is Natalie's laugh, the way she'd elbow me at the movies, telling me to stop overthinking every plot twist. I swing the skate again. It connects, wet crunch, spray on my arm. The creature reels back, but more shapes fill the doorway, each mouth working, lips peeling as they mimic my own voice. "Help me, please, Jamie, help me." I want to run, but my legs won't listen. All the things I never fixed, Dad's temper, Nat's asthma, my own cowardice, pile up and pin me in place. Through the chaos, I hear one real voice, high and terrified. "Jamie." I throw myself at the window, glass splintering, city air flooding in. There's no plan, just escape. I hit the fire escape hard, half sleeping, one sock lost to the wind. Behind me, the apartment fills with that warped off-key chorus. I don't look back. My only thought, find the net, don't let her be alone. Down the alley, shapes lurch out of the shadows, mimicking everything, breaths, words, hope itself. My lungs burn, my knee aches, my arms bleed, but I run, because as long as Nat's voice is out there, I have to keep moving, no matter how many monsters learn to sound like me. Thanks for listening to this story from Dark Whispers. If you want more terrifying, real-feeling horror like this, hit subscribe and join our community. Your support keeps the stories coming, and you never know, the next one might save your life. Stay alert, stay safe, and never ignore the emergency alerts.